check-in. It's been a while since I've done any face-to-face stuff on a vlog. Not since just before or just after UK lockdown started. I'm not sure, but yeah, I thought I'd just pop in and say hi. You can see the extent of my roots. They're like this long by this point, but I can't be bothered to dye my hair in lockdown. It's not gonna happen. And please, nobody say you should just grow them out, go natural. No, I faced so much bullying as a child because of my hair colour that I'm not gonna be emotionally ready to be natural until I'm like 55. Anyway, that was early on for a tangent. Yeah, I don't really know what I have to say. I just thought I would break up the vlog footage by popping in and saying hello. I don't know how much footage I've got. It might be out of order a little bit, just so I can like break it up, you know, music-y stuff with a little bit of talking and whatnot. I thought I could share with you at the moment a little haul of stuff I bought from Cult Pens last week. On Friday, so it's Monday the 18th today, this past Friday, they started their birthday sale, which was 15% off, and Cult Pens like never do that amount off. Like occasionally it's 10% off certain items and that's it. So 15% for them is like quite a big deal. So I used the opportunity to get a pen I've been lusting after for a long time, and a couple of inks, and then I just also used the opportunity to get some fountain pen friendly paper as well. But yeah, this, I've already shared it on Instagram by now, but this is the pen. It is, oh, I keep forgetting how to pronounce it. I'm gonna have to go find my piece of paper. Okay, so this is a Sailor Pro Gear in Slim. Slim because I have tiny hands and they don't look tiny on camera, but they are. And I like little pens, and it's also a lot cheaper than the normal Pro Gear. It is the Shikiori, or I'm probably butchering that, in Haruzora, which is 4 seasons in Spring Sky. So there's 4 different pens in this little sort of mini collection. It's been out for a couple of years now, so it's not exactly new or exciting or anything. They've just recently released another new collection, which is like the Japanese fairy tale, and some of those pens are also gorgeous, but I've really wanted this one for so long. So yeah, Haruzora Spring Sky. It is just gorgeous. It is a blue pearlescent. I don't know how well that is going to be showing up. Maybe if I put something behind it. I don't know if you can see that a little better. It is just, the pearlescent really isn't showing up, but I haven't got great lighting in here for camera stuff, but it is just so very gorgeous. You've got the Sailor, oh, is that going to focus? Sailor logo on the top of the cap there. It says Sailor Japan, founded 1911, along here with all the gold hardware. I prefer gold hardware on pens. I like it more than steel or silver. And then you open it up, and there, let's just hold something up against it. Well, that's not very good. Let's try this again. There is the glorious, very beautiful 14 karat gold nib, which also has the Sailor anchor on, and I am just utterly smitten with this pen. I mean, it's not, my Mont Blanc is still my favourite, don't get me wrong, but this has just immediately gone up to second place. It is so gorgeous. The colour is so very me, like pale blue and pearlescent. I just love it so very much. As you can see, it is quite a small little pen, but I don't fully understand this thing in the fountain pen community where people are obsessed with these like enormous pens. I think it gets a little bit Freudian if you ask me. I like little dainty pens personally. So that was the main purchase. I have some footage which I'm actually going to put after this talky bit of me testing out my new inks, which I'll show you in a second, and the pen, so you'll be able to see what it looks like. The thing about Sailors, their higher end pens with the gold nibs, is they have this signature feedback on the nib. It's really difficult to describe, but when you're writing it, it sounds like you're writing with a pencil, but not in like a bad scratchy way, in a really satisfying way. Again, it's so hard to describe. It's one of those things you just have to experience. It's just, yeah, impossible to explain. Anyway, so that is my new baby. And then I got 2 new Vinta inks, one of my favourite ink brands, just because they do a lot of pastel shading inks, and I love pastel inks and ones that have loads of shading. I'm absolutely obsessed with. I got Lucia, which is a greyish blue colour, and then I don't really know how to pronounce it, but Peria, I don't know, which is a really light blue, but both really super shady. But again, I've done swatches. Oh, got it. I've done swatches with those and filmed them, so you'll see that in a second once I'm finished blabbing. And as I said, I also stocked up on some fountain pen friendly paper, so I got a Clairefontaine, just a little exercise book, some Rhodia, which is the slightly better Rhodia. I can't remember what it's called. It's more expensive than their standard stuff. It's 90 GSM and like super white something or other. Oh, Ivory, not super white, I'm getting confused with a different Rhodia. Ivory high grade vellum paper, which is not like vellum like the stuff that's a bit like tracing paper, it's vellum as in the paper stuff. It gets confusing. And then just a big pad of standard Rhodia, which I always get in plain, just because, yeah, because I like inks that are either sparkly or sheeny or shady or whatever. Fountain pen friendly paper is very much needed to show off those ink qualities. And then again, because it's curled pens, pack of sweets, which I haven't eaten yet. So that's the little haul video I thought I would share with you. I just noticed my bin is really full. As it always is, I'm that person who's like, it gets to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to fit one more thing in this bin, I'll go empty it. And then eventually it just fills up again, and yeah, it's always at a stage of fullness. It's just how full it is at the present time. I still think I've got a couple of days left on that one. This is my student days kind of still existing. Anywho, I've just been on the parcel box run today. Very safe, hygienic parcel box run that I do once a week, sometimes twice depending on how many orders I have, but generally once a week. It involves lots of hand sanitizer and sanitizer wipes and disposable gloves and things, and the parcel box is like on a street that gets barely any foot traffic at all, so I never see another person, and it's just touching the parcel box that's the issue, and using gloves, fine, and then hand sanitizer, and then wipes, and then washing my hands when I get home, and etc, etc. Very careful about these things. So that's my once a week out of the house thing done for the week. In case you're wondering, no, I didn't put my eyebrows and mascara on just for the sake of the video. I am that person who does put at least my eyebrows and mascara on every single day, lockdown or no lockdown, unless I'm unwell. But it's like a mental thing. If I don't have that little bit of makeup on, if I don't have a bra on or whatever, it affects me, as in my brain thinks, okay, we're not doing anything today. So even though I'll have things to do and I'll want things to do, want to do things, that's better, I just, yeah, I mentally have to have just that little bit of makeup on and get at least a little bit dressed. Like leggings and a hoodie is fine, but if I stay in my PJs, I'm not going to get anything done. Just, it's a mental thing. I'm getting quite annoyed of these posts that's like, oh, why are you wearing jeans? What are you trying to prove? Why are you putting makeup on? What are you trying to prove? We're in lockdown. Everyone does stuff in their own way. If you want to stay in PJs all day, then stay in PJs all day. That's totally fine. If you want to get dressed and put jeans on, even if you're doing nothing but watching Netflix, that's fine too. I mean, I'm not going to start ranting about it. So, stuff to do. A zillion things to do. I'm certainly not bored in lockdown. Not at all. But working from home, just, that's, as in, I work from home anyway, so apart from not being able to go out and shop and get coffee and meet people, life isn't that much different. So, just mostly carrying on as normal, I suppose. So, and I've got loads of stuff I've been meaning to do for the shop for like a month and a half and haven't done. There is just no excuse whatsoever. I just haven't done it. I've got a pile of vintage and antique postcards that I want to turn into printables, like the side of the postcard that has writing on, because I think things like that are so special, just like little snippets of the past. So I want to, yeah, turn those into printables, but that involves taking pictures or scanning them, then you've got to bring them into Photoshop, just touch them up a little bit and then turn them into different JPEGs and PNGs and then zip files and stuff. It's all perfectly doable. It's just a long and boring process, very repetitive. I still haven't done any new designs for the shop. I keep meaning to do it, and then I get an order. I'm like, oh, I can't do it after that, and then something else comes up. Oh, I need to do that, and it's that one thing that seems to always get pushed to the bottom of the list, and I don't know why. I have to admit though, lockdown mentality does have me sometimes like, or I could just watch Disney Plus in bed. Could do. I'm constantly assessing the situation at the moment as to opening the shop back up to international orders or not, because not having the international orders is hurting a little bit because I get a fair few orders from the USA, but I just don't know. I think I said this before in one of my real-time scrapbook videos, which you may not have seen if you don't watch that type of video, but it's weighing up the risk. Because I'm dropping stuff up at a parcel box, I cannot get proofs of postage at the moment. International postage is taking much longer. We all know this, but sometimes, very occasionally, people are not very understanding. And if they expect their parcel within a certain amount of time and it doesn't arrive, it doesn't matter if they're accepting of the situation or not, I am liable for it. So if it doesn't arrive within 25 working days, I think it is for international, then I have to refund them. And without a proof of postage, I can't claim that money back from Royal Mail. So I don't know what to do. I keep assessing it, trying to look online, seeing what's going on. But I know postage is still all over the place in the UK, so I don't know what it is for the rest of the world. I know there's even some countries which are not accepting like any post at all from outside their country. They're like doing like complete lockdown, but I don't know. Certainly won't be within the next week or two, I think, at least for me. And what's the date today? 18th of May. I don't know when this vlog is going to come out. So when this whole thing like started kicking off mid-March, towards the end of March, I was getting so many more messages than normal of people saying, where's my parcel? Where's my parcel? It's not here yet. And it's just like, have you not noticed the international crisis that's going on? But of course I can't say that because that would be considered rude. But at the same time, it's like, I understand when people want their parcel. I'm waiting on something from Ireland at the moment, which should have been here last week and it isn't. But I'm not going to start messaging the seller saying, where is it? Where's my parcel? Because obvious reasons. I can wait. Anyway, stop ranting, Grace. Be positive. Anyway, over the next week, I would like to sort out those printables, sort out some new designs. Obviously, I'm still doing stuff, other videos, creative videos, which I'm trying to I keep doing sort of Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday is more doing the personal creative stuff for design teams and for my YouTube channel and blah blah blah, and then doing the rest of the week shop stuff. But days like today, it's already 3:20. How much more am I actually going to get done today? And I'm the resident cook of the household, so in a couple of hours I'll have to start making dinner for everybody, and then by the time that's all done, it's 7-8 p.m. and I'm going, can I really be bothered to get anything else done today? It's evening. I don't know, I'm getting all rambly now, so I will shut up and put in the footage of playing with new inks and a shiny sexy new pen, and I may or may not check in again depending what goes on with the rest of the vlog, or how long it is. Might already be super long anyway and it ends here. I don't know. Just like the government of this country, I just have no clue. So yes, I'll put in the footage and will or will not come back and speak to you at some point, or end the vlog in 2 minutes. Who knows? I'm going. Goodbye! time, just checking in to say hi again, explain the last little bit of footage, because like without explanation and it kind of ends a bit abruptly, but I've just spent not the whole day but a big chunk of the day putting up 2 new printables up on Etsy, as well as the non-printable versions, as in the physical versions as well, for those of you who can't or won't print. So yeah, I just did a little bit of footage of me doing that. Oh, I might as well show you the new printables and printed ephemeras as well. So there is handwritten postcards and vintage ads too, because I already have a vintage ads one up already. So the postcards is 14 different images of written postcards. They range in date. I think the oldest is 1897 and the newest is 1950 something, but I don't know for sure because not all of them are dated. I think 1 or 2 aren't dated. And just this one here is one of my favourites. This is dated 1941, and I think it's in London because it kind of mentions the war, so that one's really interesting. There's this one which is from 1907, teeny tiny writing on there. So with my printables, you see these ones of this size. When you download the printables, you get all the individual images, so you can size them and print them off whatever size you like, but then there's also just like a PDF of them all collaged together. So if you don't want to fancy resizing the individual JPEGs, then you can just print that PDF off, and these are the sizes in the PDF. But if you want to print them bigger to like really try and read them or something, that one's the really hard one to read. You can only get a couple of words out of that one. But yeah, I just love them, like pieces of handwriting from the past. They're so awesome. Some of them have like shorter bits of writing, like this one. And then others are like much longer, like this one they've gone like up the sides to take up the space and stuff. A little short one there's some sort of car alarm or building alarm going off in the background, so if you can hear that, then whoops. Sorry, I'm just showing you all of them. So as I said, some of them you can date by the postmark, so that says Eastbourne 1950 there, and obviously you can see the original stamp and everything. This one they wrote the address that way, but then wrote the letter or the message itself upside down. This one obviously wrote with a very nice pen. A slightly shorter one there, that one's very easy to read. That one from 1920. This one, this is the oldest, and it's technically a telegram rather than a postcard, but it's kind of the same thing. And it's dated 26th of January 1897, Newcastle on Tyne, which is pretty cool. And then this one, which I'm fairly sure is in German, I think. Yeah, I think that says, put my glasses on, that would help. Hang on. Austria, I think. So yeah, it would be German. And going to Deal in Kent, which is just down the road from me. So those are the handwritten postcards. I do have some more to come out eventually, so there will probably be handwritten postcards 2 and 3, at least 2 and 3, I would think. I don't know if I've got enough at the moment for 4. And then this one is Vintage Ads 2. So it's slightly different from the previous one. The previous one were all vintage ads and they were kind of colourful in a lot of places. Now this is a mix of vintage and antique, so some of them are super old. I don't have exact, there's one here for 1897, so yeah. Oh look, 1897 pops up again. How weird. I don't think they came from the same place. Anyway, so just cute little things. Turf Accountants, Canterbury. There's 3 small ones just to like take up the room on the PDFs, so I'll show you the bigger versions of that. What's that? Ladies and Gentlemen's Tailors and Boys School Outfitters there. I'm just gonna put these back on. That's the 1897 one, the automatic cyclo style. I have a load of office and pen related ones in this particular pack, calling all shorthand typists like a back brace, so you don't type like this, because obviously all typists were women in whatever year that was. Another typewriter one, there. And then this is one of my favourites because it's a fountain pen related one, or a dip pen. It says C. Brandauer and Co. manufacturers of steel pens of every description. That's one of my favourites. Sorry, I don't know if I held that up long enough. Edison's electric pen and press, old-fashioned printing machine. Another little one about typists there. Oh, there's the other pen one, fountain and stylo pens there. I've looked up these companies actually. One of them, at least one of them, still exists, which is pretty cool, but they don't actually make pens anymore. Hopper's Bread for royal occasions. It's a vintage one there. I've got a lot of Kent-based ones. That's where I live, and that's where I source a lot of my stuff. So this is the Pioneers of Radio in Thanet. Then another one of the sort of stationary pen printing related ones, the Neo style duplicating apparatus. Look at that. There's loads of different things on that one. That one's quite fun. This one, I think this is another sort of typewritery related one there. Coast's Hair Specialist and Perfumers in Canterbury, just down the road from me, up the road. Ports for Service, I have no idea what that is. Building and decoration materials, there you go. Dressmakers in Ramsgate, again, not very far away from me. Corsetry, I love the old-fashioned vintage ones like that. Particular favourite of mine. Gifts of Beauty and Utility in Handicraft downstairs at 89 Sandgate Road, Folkestone, which is my town. I'm trying to think what end of Sandgate Road that is. I am not sure. That's our main road, Sandgate Road. Don't Be a Bear. Practical suggestions about business. That one. Page and Sons Wine and Spirit. Merchants. Obviously there's quite a lot of different things. We've got picture framers and gilders, and then Canterbury Motors as well. I think I might have accidentally missed one or two. I am not too sure, but that is Vintage Ads 2. The big fan of this one. As I said, I love all the stationery and typing and printing related things. Those are my favourites, but I also like old-fashioned dressmakers and corsetty things like that as well. Big fan of those. And I think that's pretty much it. I think I've got plenty of footage for a decently lengthed, that's not a word, studio vlog. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave you to it. Links to the new items I'll leave just in case you're interested in having a little nosy. And yeah, that's all I really have to tell you. I've got an ulcer in my mouth, fun fact. I don't know why I mentioned that. I think it was because as I talk I'm very aware of it and it's kind of going ow, 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 ow. But I'll go find the Bonjela and I'll be fine. But that's going to be enough from me for this sort of random studio vlog, just showing all the random things I'm getting up to. Nothing particularly interesting, just little bitsy pieces here and there. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty much done. I'll just say thank you again so much for watching. As ever, please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Shout me down in the comments. Just say hi, drop an emoji, whatever. Let me know you're there. And yep, that's it. I'm going. Bye!